Hangover Gang fans, if you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and drop a like. I'm assuming you're over here for Tom MacDonald and Tom MacDonald only, or there might be a couple of other artists that I'll react to that you enjoy. If you are new, welcome. I hope you enjoy this one. If you aren't new and you're continuously coming back to these reactions, and thank you all so much. I really do appreciate your support. Hangover Gang is by far one of the strongest armies on YouTube, on any social media platform, and I love you guys so much. Hog Gang, let's go get it. G'day guys, and welcome back to Ados the Great YouTube channel. First off, I'd like to apologise because I just woke up and my nose is very sniffly. Shout out to having hay fever over here in Australia. So, yeah, I do apologise about that. I'll try and keep as far away from the microphone as possible so you guys don't hear me sniffling all that much. So, yeah, I didn't realise Tom was dropping a banger like Brainwashed. Obviously, I haven't heard it yet, but we all know that it's going to be a banger. Yeah, so really excited to check out this one. I'm assuming it's going to be pretty powerful or pretty deep. So, yeah. I think that'll pretty much wrap up the little intro for you. I think we might as well just get into the video, hey? Let's get it. Okay, so first of all, though, my internet is playing up and running a bit slow at the moment. So if it does cut out, I do apologise about that. It's going to suck, but I may have to redo it. And I don't like redoing it if I've already heard part of it before. But let's get into it and see how we go.
Half the country fell asleep, but they scream woke. We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows, politics, celebrity, gossip, popular neat quotes. Black lives, white lives, which lives mean most? We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet,
and there was a lot going on in that first verse, Tom. You got to slow it down for me, mate. I'm still fairly new to this. All right, let's go back to the start.
Half the country fell asleep, but they scream woke. We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows.
Agreed with that. You know, half the country fell asleep, but they scream woke. I can't think of what the word he said now, but you know, we're obsessed with these vaccines and these TV shows. So we're like, we're listening to everything the government has to say. And I must say, like, look, as much as I try not to be into conspiracies, it's very sus that this is the only virus that people are forcing you to get a vaccine for. Forcing. So just putting that out there. I know it's something we've never seen before, but it's very sus. That's probably all I'm going to say on the conspiracy side of things, because I don't want this video to get demonetized. Obviously, I don't make money yet, but still.
Politics, celebrity, gossip, popular neat quotes. Black lives, white lives, which lives mean most?
Oh, black lives, white lives, which lives mean most?
We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month.
Yep, I agree with that 100%. Like, you know, look, I've got no issue if you're gay, bi, trans, whatever you want to be. Like, I've got no issues with it. But, like, I mean, some of the stuff is a little bit over the top. But let's be honest. Like, a Pride Week, yeah, sure. But a whole month. I mean, look, I'm going to get hate on this so much. But, you know, Tom's right. Let's be honest here. Tom is right.
The most dangerous pandemic's propaganda from these clowns. Only masses gonna save us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't speak. We don't need to defund police. Need to defund the media who lies through their teeth.
Yep, 100%. What's the point in defunding the police? You know, a lot of people are going to disagree again, but we need more police out there. Like, for one thing, over here in Australia, they're sending detectives out to houses or homes to make sure, the people are all right. They don't have any signs or symptoms of corona. They're staying indoors. They're sending detectives to do that work. 2 detectives are going to, one little suburb or street area. Then you got 2 more over here, 2 more over there, 2 more. That's a lot of police. What's the point of that? What they should be doing is letting the police do their job and bringing in people like, just like health people that work in the health area. Bring in a couple of people from there and go and send them out. Because I watched a video on TikTok recently where 2 detectives went out to a house in Australia, and they were talking to the husband and the wife, and then they're like, is there anyone else that lives here? And they're like, yeah, we've got our 2 kids. They made them go and get the kids, young kids, and bring them out to talk to these detectives. And these kids were a little bit scared, like talking to detectives, it's a bit how you going. I don't see why they had to bring the kids out and talk to them. I don't know. They could have just, I don't know. It's just, yeah, it frustrates me, some of the stuff we see. But yes, Tom, I 100% agree. Defund the media, not the police.
Like, Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog, because every patient that gets cured is a customer lost. And big oil runs the world. The only wars that get fought are with the countries who have natural resources they want. Heard him claiming if a white man braids his hair and likes rap, he's appropriating culture. But if a white man acts too white, he's white trash. He's a racist, he's a bigot, he's a monster.
100%. And I say this all the time. It is very, and look, a lot of people disagree with me. That's fine. You can disagree with me. I don't care. But in my opinion, it is harder in 2021 to be a straight white male than it is to be pretty much anything else. While we are the majority, we are targeted by every minority, which kind of makes us a minority in itself now. When you think about it, how many women are there in the world? How many blacks are there in the world? How many Asians? How many, this is what I mean. Like, how many gays are there? We're getting targeted by all those cultures now. All those, it's just, yeah. It's, you look at it now, and honestly, if you disagree with me, that's absolutely fine. But in my opinion, I'm stating facts. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments.
Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb. Not all Republicans are racist.
Yes.
The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them. They can't stop us because we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody click and see and start a riot in the street.
I like this. I do not agree with riots or protests or anything like that. Do not agree with that. So if Tom's saying I think he's saying that people are starting. I don't know what. We're going to go back a little bit and see. But if Tom's saying start a riot in the streets, I 100% disagree with that statement, Tom. But yes, no, everything I agree with. If he's saying about writing, I disagree with. Let's go back. Let's check it out. I like this chorus, though.
Because we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody click and see and start a riot in the street. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me. How did monkeys become people and people turned into sheep? They put fluoride in the water that's keeping us all asleep, claiming what was best for us.
We need to get back. That was awesome. And I'm going to say this right now. So last week, where I live in Queensland, Australia, we were filling up our cups at home, my wife and I, and the water was like I don't know. It's like it wasn't clear. It was like a white color. It was disgusting. Like we boiled water to drink it because we weren't drinking what the hell was in that water. Ironically, later that day, the water turned off, and then once it turned back on, it was fine. But, we didn't get any notifications about, hey, your water's going to turn off. We're going to fix what the issue is. And then It was just very sus, very sus. Everything at the moment is very sus. So yeah, like we've got fish tanks, and if stuff that shouldn't be going into those tanks is going into them, it'll kill them. And we have a lot of money invested in our tanks. So yeah, I hate when they put crap in the water. They should not be doing it. Anyway, let's get back into it.
Against me. How did monkeys become people and people turned into sheep? They put fluoride in the water that's keeping us all asleep.
How did monkeys turn into sheep? No, what is it? Hang on. Now I've lost it again because I'm stewing. So I think it was like, how did monkeys turn into people and people turn into sheep?
Against me. How did monkeys become people and people turned into sheep? They put fluoride in the water that's keeping us all asleep.
So yeah, how did monkeys become people and people became sheep? They put fluoride in our water so people stay asleep or something like that. I agree 100% with him. Like, you know, a lot of people are turning into sheep. And I am not an anti-vaxxer by any means. And I am absolutely happy to get the Pfizer vaccine over here in Australia. 100% happy to get it. However, I am very hesitant to get the AstraZeneca shot. The reason for that is the amount of young people that are having issues with the blood clotting. There's a lot of younger people dying, and they're saying it's not linked to the vaccine, but there's a lot to back up the fact that it is, because the people are taking the vaccine and then they're getting sick. So we need to get into this reaction because it's going to be a long video. But another example, near where I was born, up in Rockhampton, Queensland. I highly doubt any of you guys know where that is. But yeah, I was born up there. And recently there was a young fella who did get the AstraZeneca vaccine. Now, he went from one day he had a headache. The next day he felt nauseous. The next day he had issues with his heart. He called his who did he call? He called emergency first. The emergency said, look, it's not an issue for us. You need to call your GP. He called the GP and told them, hey, look, after taking the vaccine, I had issues with my heart. The doctor said, mate, that's not an issue I can deal with. You need to go into see the hospital. Like, you should have called 911 over there, 000 over here. So yeah. So he's like, well, I did, and they told me to call you. And he said, no, well, you need to go into a hospital now. So he went into the hospital and they checked him over, and they're like, look, you're fine. It's just a little bit of an issue with your heart. The next day he started blood clotting. So he had to get rushed back to hospital. And then he was then fighting for his life. And I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe a week later, he unfortunately passed away. And he was like 24, 25 years old. Like, he was very young. So it's just, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous about it. That's all I'm going to say.
In the sheep, they put fluoride in the water that's keeping us all asleep. Claim they want what's best for us. I find it hard to believe, because they've been selling us cigarettes since we was 18.
Another one. He's just hit the nail on the head. 100%. Like you see kids out there that are like 12 to 14 come on the trains, and they've been smoking. Like, probably some that are younger. And, you know, the police patrol the train stations over here. You see the kids sitting on the chairs smoking. The cops do nothing about it. Like, this is where I get frustrated with the police, because this is where they need to be like, mate, hey, you know, are you old enough to be doing this? And the kids should be like, yeah, you know, I'm old enough. And the police say, look, can you provide me with some ID then? Obviously, they can't do that, so the police should then take the cigarettes away. Just my opinion.
Fake news, fake woke, distract and divide. You're either right or you're left, or you're black or you're white. Big tech don't need a microchip to hack in your life, because the phone inside your pocket is a tracking device.
Again, I agree 100%. Voice recognition, or not voice recognition, but I guarantee you the phone knows exactly what you're saying at all times. 100%, I know. Because, you know, recently my wife and I were talking about something, and the ad popped up. can't exactly think of what it was. But there was something my wife and I were talking about. She was looking to getting it or something, and I said to her, "Hey, did you Google it on my computer? Because then the ads tend to pop up on my phone because it's all linked." And she's like, "No, I haven't even thought about Googling it." But I got an ad for it after we'd talked about it. Another one was I left my phone at home a while ago, went into the alcohol store across the road from where I live, bought some alcohol, didn't scan any cards, came home with it, was telling my wife how cheap it was. The next day I get ads pop up for this same bottle of alcohol. So it's like, yeah, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous about the it's so crazy. It's so hard for me to say. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be, I think a lot of you guys are going to agree with me. And it's hard because a lot of the people I am around don't agree with me. But let's get back into this. I'll try not to pause too much more.
The phone inside your pocket is a tracking device. And I don't know what I'm more sick of, rappers or Joe Biden looking like he ate 100 Xanax for dinner. Cause censoring the president and kicking him off Twitter is a bigger threat to freedom than foreign ballistic missiles. You don't trust the police or the government, but you want people giving up their right to own a firearm. Why would you be comfortable if police and the government the only people on the planet with the right to buy a gun? White privilege.
That is one thing. Okay, I'm going to try not to pause it too much more. I probably will, let's be honest. But that is one thing I do disagree with. I don't, and I know a lot of Americans are going to be annoyed with me about this. But in Australia, we stopped guns without licensing. Like, no, and it is extremely hard. You need to be a farmer. You need to be, you need to not hunt for fun. It needs to be like, you need to be, hunting for food. There's so many things that go into being able to own a gun in Australia. I can't just go out and get a gun license if I've got no good reason. Australia has done so well with the gun laws that we haven't had a mass shooting since the Port Arthur massacre, and that was years ago. I don't know exactly when that was, but it was a long time ago. So yeah, back into it.
To reinforce division, it convinces white people that they're favored by their skin, and black people getting angry because they're told they're treated different. So the conflict is between us and never with the system. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb. Not all Republicans are racist. The government wants.
Okay, so he's getting back into the course now. Yeah. So look, please. I agree with a lot of the stuff Tom MacDonald says. I honestly do, cross my heart. Tom MacDonald is probably up there with my top 5 favorite rappers to listen to. However, that is one thing I don't agree with him about. And you guys, you're probably gonna hate me in the comments about it. But yeah, that's just my opinion of seeing two different countries. So maybe if I was living over in the USA, I'd be like, no, I want gun laws to be the same. Like I want to be able to buy a gun, But over here in Australia, I've seen how much change it can make. So yeah, we're going to get back into it because I've only got half an hour to record this.
Everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them. They can't stop us because we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the street.
I do like how he does that little, the different voice changer thing. That's cool.
The whole world's brainwashed. Us against them, and then you against me. Step 1. Train the people only to consume. Step 2, infiltrate adults with the news. Step 3, indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones that they use. Step 4.
Oh, okay. I know I said I'm not going to pause it, but we just need to go back and hear that beat because that was amazing.
Step 2, infiltrate adults. Us against them, and then you against me. Step 1, train the people only to consume. Step 2.
Train the people only to consume, so to take in.
Infiltrate adults with the news. Step.
So infiltrate, so basically brainwash the adults with the news.
3, indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones that they use. Step 4.
So basically brainwashing everyone here.
Separate the right from the left, step 5. Separate the white from the black, step 6. Separate the rich from the poor. Use religion and equality to separate them more, step 7.
Oh my God. Okay, he is hit the nail right on the head with that one. That, oh my God, that is dead set. Like my hair's sticking up. That has given me goosebumps. That is probably one of the best lines he's said in this song.
7. Fabricate a problem, made a lie, step 8. Put it on the news every night, step 9. When people start to fight and divide, take control. This is called situational design.
Oh. Okay, he's going to end it now. He's going to go back into the chorus. I guarantee it.
They can't stop.
There we go. I told you.
'Cause we're ready.
Told you. No, but dead set that. Oh my God. Tom hit the nail right on the head with that one. That was the best. Probably the best verse I've ever heard come from Tom, and it was literally just pretty much talking into the mic.
They'll brainwash us, but we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, and then you against me.
All right, that pretty much wraps up that one, guys. Yeah, I do apologize if you guys don't agree with a lot of the stuff I did say in this video. You know, as much as I admire and respect each and every one of you for coming over and subscribing and, you know, joining the ADOS the Great group. Yeah, I really do appreciate each and every one of you. But I want to be real as well. I want to speak my mind. I don't want to be fake on this platform. So if there's something I disagree with that Tom says, I'm going to say it, you know. And I hope you guys can respect that. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming over, watching this video. If you are new and you did enjoy this, please leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much once again. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.